welcome to the Beyond the Film podcast. I am one of your very good-looking hosts, Tyler.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Justin.
And that was our first opening from our new full-time member, Tyler.
Yeah,
I
that
like
went
that.
as well as all of our other ones.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to be here.
Consistency.
It's great to be here. I can't wait for the first check to come in the mail.
We're still waiting too.
We're a little behind on payroll, so...
We don't have a payroll set up yet. We gotta hire somebody.
Okay, I did have an agreed-upon salary, though. So
Yeah.
if it's not coming...
Yeah, it'll... it's a tab right now, and once, that YouTube money starts coming in, we got you.
Yeah, those royalty checks will be coming soon.
Oh, yes.
Let me just text my lawyer real quick.
Yeah.
Is his name Roman J. Israel Esquire?
I don't know
Movie
the
reference.
Sure. Alright, guys. What movies are we talking about today?
We are, of course, talking about Good Boy and The Strangers, Chapter 2.
I have a question right off the bat. And I'm going to preemptively say this, that Justin actually did not watch The Strangers, Chapter 2. So
I watched Sinners.
Good job. Great movie.
Better choice.
Better choice. Great choice.
Definitely a better choice.
Yeah.
Can we call Strangers Chapter 2 a disappointment when I knew it was going to be bad going into the theater?
No. I mean, me and you saw it together, and I went in with just wildly low expectations because I actually missed the first Strangers Chapter 1 in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
So because I knew we were going, I decided to thankfully not spend any of my hard-earned money on that movie, but instead sign up for a free trial of a streaming service in order to be able to watch it. And boy, is that movie bad. Like Rennie Harlan directed these movies, and I believe he will direct the third one. So he made this whole trilogy, and like Rennie Harlan is like a name, right? Like he made like the second Die Hard movie, but he also made things like Cutthroat Island, which was a massive box office bomb. So like the guy's been around for a while, and to just have him kind of, take over a franchise that I don't think needed 3 movies to tell an idea, was kind of bizarre to begin with. But I mean, I don't know what I expected out of that first movie, but I mean, what I got was just yikes.
I truly don't think the series was at a point where it needed a remake, reboot, whatever. I think it was still pretty fresh series, and I think the first original Strangers movie was so well done that it's kind of tainting it to remake it like these. Even the sequel that they did, The Strangers Pray at Night, I was kind of tainting the series, and now it just kind of feels cheap to me. I don't know how you feel about that.
What does the sequel or the original?
Just the series in general of like the turns that they're taking. It almost feels like a money grab at this point because the first one did so well.
I mean, yeah, I think my biggest problem, even with a sequel like Strangers Pray at Night, is that the more you revisit this story in this franchise, the more you're getting away from the essential crux and theme of it, where it's just like some random occurrence. You don't need to explain who the strangers are. I definitely don't need a backstory to the strangers like we kind of got in Chapter 2.
Very unnecessary.
Yeah.
Like the strangers are scary because you don't know who they are and it could happen to anybody. That's why that first movie was so effective. And when the second movie came out, I'm like, okay, like they at least have like a vibe to them. Where like they could kind of go down as like, memorable horror village, like your Ghost Faces or your Michael Myers or your Freddy Krueger, like they had a look to them. So I'm like, I'm not mad at them for trying a sequel here, but it's like it kind of defeats the whole purpose of what the franchise was supposed to, or what the first movie was supposed to be in the first place.
Right. I don't know. It's hard because, like I said, the series was something that really wasn't supposed to be a series. It was an off horror movie. They weren't supposed to have a background. They weren't supposed to be a returning killer. They weren't supposed to be this super badass killer. It was just supposed to be a bunch of people that killed some people for no reason, and that was the whole point of the movie. And now, like you said, they're trying to give them a backstory and a reason why they're upset, and like it's almost to a point trying to pine for like be on the killer's side because they had a hard life, and it's not what I really want in a movie.
I feel like that they're doing that with a lot of movies. Like, here's a movie about a villain. This is your reason to like them and not hate them. Like, let's make them sad. Let's make them a hero in their own right. Like, I don't want to root for the villain. They're a villain for a reason.
Yeah.
I don't need to feel bad for Maleficent. She's a horrible person.
I mean, there's a world where like rooting for an anti-hero or like a villain like
Yes.
can't can't exist well in theaters, right? I mean, like, or sorry, in movies in general, like or even like a movie like Star Wars where like you engage with a horror villain like Darth Vader throughout those first 3 movies as he becomes that villain because he's an intriguing character, and Lucas is able to craft a 3-movie arc that not only details like who he was as a human being, but what he eventually becomes when he falls to the dark side. And that's what I think that Obi-Wan show, the one thing it did well was kind of emphasize this idea that it's not just Anakin Skywalker in the Darth Vader getup. Like it's a different person. Like, he is gone. Like, Anakin Skywalker no longer exists. It's now like this just brutal, horrific entity in Darth Vader. This is a massive tangent, by the way.
Yeah, which is fine
because talking about a stranger.
No, but I totally get that because I totally agree with you that like done right, a villain can have a great backstory and you can root for a villain. I'll be honest, even at the very bare minimum, Jason, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, all of those movies, I find myself
terrifying. Art the Clown. Like,
no,
yeah,
yeah.
I know you don't like those movies, right?
No, but
like,
still, like, yes, he's very climatic to the 80s slasher, and those 80s slashers, it was less of like, oh, I hope he wins, and more of like, oh, that's brutal. You know what I mean?
They
like,
had a personality,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Like, I love Michael Myers, don't get me wrong, but like Michael Myers isn't built on having a personality, whereas like Ghostface, Freddy Krueger, I'm not even going to say Jason Voorhees.
You gotta say the kick, the boombox, and Jason Takes Manhattan. There's so much sassy personality.
But like Jason's closer to Michael, where he's just like a mindless, like unstoppable force, rather than like Freddy killing because you can tell he likes killing, or same with Ghostface, or same with Art. See, Art the Clown occupies an interesting territory because he doesn't talk. He's wordless and kind of acts as this evil force, but even without talking, he manages to have such a personality, and like, despite the movies around him maybe not being awesome, like, he is still easily a incredible callback to, as you said, those like 80s slashers that really had some like heart and some spirit to them.
Yeah.
So
no, I can totally agree with that. Like you said it plenty. I don't care for the Terrifiers, but I can appreciate for what they've done and like what they're bringing back to horror. It might not be my cup of tea, but like they really revived the 80s slasher, and I love 80s slashers.
Yeah. So back to Strangers. The first one, when I say the first one, I mean Renny Harlin's Strangers Chapter 1. Like, it becomes apparent, if you followed any of the story with this, that Renny Harlin sought to make a trilogy from the start. It's not like we'll see how it goes, and we'll see if the second and maybe third one happens. Like, it was a planned trilogy.
Yeah.
Like, supposedly, like, he had a lot of ideas of what he could do with this franchise, and he reworked it into a trilogy. So, my problem with the first one is that it's just a bad remake of that 2007 Brian Bertino film.
Yes.
Like, at its core, I mean, like, the essential crux of that movie is fine. Like, I think I still gave it like a 1 star because, like, it's just a bad copy of it with less interesting characters. I mean, say what you will, at least Liv Tyler is like a presence or a personality in that movie.
Right.
But, I mean, like, it played with some interesting ideas. Like, they're going to this town where it's clearly, like, from the start, they feel like outsiders. And I'm thinking like, okay, are they going to try to make like the strangers this force that like represents this town and it's people within that town that are doing this? Like, that's kind of neat. And then they just don't explore anything like that,
Well,
at least in that first film.
no, and I agree with you that like the way that that first film was set up, that I expected so much more from the series and what we're getting. With that first film, like you said, they set up that you think the town might be in on it, and it might go into that, but like my biggest complaint with the second movie is there is little to no plot. It is about an hour and 40 minutes of the main character. I think her name's Mia. I've had to look it up every time I write a review. She's running away for the full hour and 45 minutes. There's no stopping. There's no story explanation. You get little snapbacks of like the stranger's childhood and like their personal lives, kind of, I guess. But like, besides that, it is strictly something happens, she runs away, somebody comes to save her, that person dies, she runs away, something happens, that person dies, blah blah blah. Rinse, repeat. Throwback to Scooby-Doo Zombie Island.
This here's my hunting pig, Mojo.
Yeah.
And then continue the cycle.
Such a good movie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's much of a spoiler. The strangers apparently have like a tracking warthog that they use to, I guess, track down their prey in this movie. And there's an extended, and I mean extended, like it feels like it takes up like 20 to 30 minutes of that movie.
It's a long bit.
Where Mia, or whatever her name is trying to escape and evade this hunting pig. And me and Ryan are looking at each other. I'm like, I mean, it's a swing. It's something different, but it's just like, it doesn't solve the problem that this entire movie just feels like an hour and 30-minute second act. Like, if you're gonna make a trilogy, make each of the movies stand on their own.
Yeah.
Like and it just doesn't feel that way at all. It just feels like it feels like a bad 3 or 4 episodes of like a 10 episode series.
Yeah.
Where we're just getting nothing and they don't know how to edit any, like, I think I told you when we were walking out of that movie, Ryan, I'm like, they could have cut this, at least these first two, maybe down to like an hour and 45-minute movie.
I totally
And
agree.
it probably would have been, you know, maybe not better, but at least more interesting. Like where, you know, you redo the basic steps of the first movie, and then you kind of make your own like Halloween 2-esque what happened after the night he came home kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
And we'll see where this third one goes. I mean, the trailer very much makes it seem like does Mia join the strangers? Like, they very well could like win me back in with some interesting ideas in the third movie, but these first two movies are just so bad that I just don't think there's any real chance of that happening.
No, I don't think that it's a salvageable series. Once again, I'm gonna see the third one because I'm invested now, sadly, but I don't have any faith in it. And to be honest, like going back to that first original 2007, I believe, one it was, it didn't need to be remade. I was hoping for something new, like a totally different story. And in that first movie of this new trilogy or whatever, it's almost beat for beat the same movie, just with a kind of different setting, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it totally is. I mean, the setting in the original 2007 film is kind of like purposely ambiguous, and to drive home the point that anytime, anywhere, this can happen to you, right? The whole crux is we attacked you not because you're special or not because you're the main character of the movie. We attacked you because you're home.
Yeah.
You know?
And it makes it scarier because it's such a real thing that could easily happen. Like, could happen tomorrow to one of us. You never know, you know?
It might happen to
Well,
you
it's
tomorrow,
based on
Justin.
true events, too. It's based on the Kenny Cabin murders. So,
Yes.
like...
Is it like based mainly on that, or is it like the idea of that? Like, I was told mixed things on that.
Yeah, so the writer of the movie, I think, was inspired by the Kenny Cabin murders, which are, you know, the murder of this like family in the Pacific Northwest. Like, their bodies were found in this cabin, and we still don't know what happened. It's like an unsolved mystery, and like just we don't know why these people were killed thing is basically all they have in common. Like, I think, like, you know, they weren't attacked by like a bag person and like two people dressed in like woman masks.
Women dolls, yeah. That was just more to enhance it, to give it at least an idea of a story.
Yeah, they made it a movie, right?
Yeah.
They turned an idea and made it into like an effective horror movie.
So, I'm gonna date myself a little bit, but I was in high school. Obviously, we all were, maybe not Justin, but when the first Strangers came out, was it just? Yeah.
2008. We were not in high school yet.
I was in high
We
school
were
in
like
2008, and you're in my grade.
2008. We were in middle school. Or no. Sorry, it's 2007. I think that.
2007. Okay, so we were in middle school. I vaguely remember somebody saying that movie is based off of an event in Wisconsin.
I'm sorry. It is 2008.
Was that just like school talk? Because we obviously live in Wisconsin.
Yeah, no, I don't believe it was based on anything in regards to Wisconsin, because I'm pretty sure from what I read when I was like doing some research on the movie, Brian Bertino was inspired by the Kenny Cabin murders. But I will confirm that if you want to talk.
I might have made it up and told kids that, because I used to show everyone that movie, because I'd be like, "This is a true story in Wisconsin. You better watch out."
I feel like everyone did that. I feel like that was something everybody did to make it seem like my town is cooler because someone died in it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so according to Bertino, the screenplay was inspired by two real-life events: the Kenny Cabin murders and the Manson Tate LaBianca murders.
Oh, okay.
So,
which makes sense. It is very Manson family-ish now that you really think about it.
Yeah, for sure. And I remember going to see the first Strangers in theaters. I think I went with some, random kids I was friends with in middle school, and like it was a good time. It was a packed theater. Like the crowd was really into it, but not like too into it to the point where it's distracting.
Yeah.
Like I hold The Strangers fondly as one of the best horror experiences I've had in theaters. So, it's been a while since I revisited that first movie. Is it still as good, or am I just like holding it up with that nostalgic lens of, because I enjoyed my theater experience, I thus enjoy the movie, I
mean, a theater experience can change your feeling about every movie. I mean, look at The Materialist. It made us hate the movie even more because of how terrible the experience was.
Yeah, that was one of the most uncomfortable chair I've ever sat in.
I was so uncomfortable.
I don't
and then
want
the lady at Phillies.
You know what we should do? We should all sit down together and record a commentary for The Materialists. Like, we watch the movie one more time as a group for the podcast, for the art, and frame by frame, scene by scene, we break this thing down.
All right.
Because, hey, I will go in with an open mind. You guys may convince me that I'm wrong and that movie actually sucks. But would you be willing to say the other way?
I would be willing to give it a chance, but first, before we do that, we have to hit, what's the reachable goal? 50,000 subscribers.
50,000 subscribers.
And then we'll watch Materialist, and we'll take the chance of putting a copyright law on YouTube, and we'll put the whole movie on YouTube for you. Nobody will care because it's not a very good movie, but.
Well, we don't even need to put the whole movie on YouTube. We could literally like just put the cameras towards our faces as we're watching the movie, and just like say, "Hey, start here with us." And yeah.
Get on those subscribers, Tyler. 50,000, and we'll watch it. Maybe we'll live stream it.
Yeah, go make.
Don't forget.
Accounts.
Speaking of that, don't forget to subscribe, like, share this video with someone you know and love. And comment down below what your thoughts on the Strangers franchise was. Too much?
I don't know if you look at our comments, but you actually got a comment on our last video, I think.
Oh, I did? Yeah.
My father-in-law said I like Tyler.
Yeah.
I like me too.
Yeah. We're just chop liver up here.
Yeah.
I like me. My wife likes me.
Oh, boy. Okay. I think we put enough time into Strangers. I don't think there's much to say about it.
Justin hasn't seen it. We got to get him rolling here.
I think the best part about the movie, we're going to end it with, "That's my hunting pig." Like, that was probably the best part of the movie.
Mojo. Hey, Ryan, real quick.
Scooby-Doo.
The guy who has Mojo, the hunting pig, that like guy on the barge in Scooby-Doo and Zombie Island,
Yeah.
who does his voice?
Is this something that you're gonna know off the top of your head, or are you asking me?
Oh, I know who it is off the top of my head.
Oh God,
I'm asking.
should I know?
Do you know who it is? Yeah. I mean, he's a pretty famous guy in both live action and voice.
I'm gonna hate this. Who is it?
It's
Mark
Mark
Hamill.
Hamill.
Is it really?
Yes.
My best friend Mark Hamill, the man who liked my Life of Chuck review.
Yep.
Wow.
Mark Hamill went dark tourists.
I'll have to send him a message and just. Whew.
I said to Ryan, I said, I love Ryan.
Boy, you are that football star just living in high school still, aren't you? There with that one
Always.
like.
That one like. It's gonna get me through the rest of the
One
year.
like. It's gonna get you through the rest of your life.
I mean, if we're doing that, I remember right after I went and saw Green Inferno in theaters, I wrote a positive review on that movie, and Eli Roth retweeted me.
Oh,
so.
that's sick. That's actually really cool. I
Yeah.
like that movie a lot, by the way. It's a great retelling of Cannibal Holocaust. Great movie.
It is a movie that I definitely remember going to see, and I had opinions on it, and I don't think it would hold up if I watched it again.
No, probably not. I am gonna lose my mind though. You can see it on the camera. There's a fly flying around my head, and it's driving me mad.
Yeah.
Well, actually, speaking of losing your mind, do you see these two stains right here on my shirt?
Oh, yeah.
They are bothering me to my core, and I must look like such a freaking slob.
I just assumed.
I'm wearing a Nerds hoodie, so I don't know how much of a slob you really are.
So if we pause the video at some point, that means I'm going fly hunting with my hunting pig.
You better get Mojo.
So Justin, how did you like the Puppy Dog movie?
I like the puppy dog. I don't know if I like the movie.
Eh,
I feel indifferent with it because, like you said, I think it could have been better as a short instead of a full-length movie.
I can agree with that. I think that the movie tries to do a lot of things different. And I don't know if everything hits exactly the way that it should. But I do think that it tried things and it took some pretty wicked swings, and I think some of them at least land. How do you feel about that, Tyler? I know you've got stuff to say about this.
Well, first off, give Indy his Oscar.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty much right along with Justin here. Like, I think the movie works because it's a love letter to just a dude's dog, just being able to hang out with them. And like, I think what really helped elevate the movie for me a bit was that little making of segment at the end, like after the end credits, that shows like the exact process of how they exactly got Indy to go through and be such a good actor in this movie. Like I truly think he is, up there with one of the greats. Like he's up there with his Air Buds and his Rin Tin Tin.
Balto.
Lassie.
Okay, Balto's animated. I was thinking more like actual dogs, but
Balto.
But
Lassie.
yeah. So like Lassie. There we go.
Homeward Bound.
There you go.
Yeah. So because I liked Indy so much in the movie, it's hard to be so critical of the movie around him, right? Because it feels very claustrophobic. Like, it feels like it's sometimes from the perspective of Indy and sometimes not. Like, I almost wish the movie would have just committed to, like, maybe putting us in Indy's eyes, like his exact point of view, and that may have been more interesting. But, like, the demonic entity or whatever that is chasing Indy's owner, like, it's not really clear how it works or why it's there. Like, I kind of got the gist that they were trying to maybe make the demon like an allegory for Indy's owner's addiction. And I just didn't really vibe with the actual story around Indy. It at best just felt like a very generic haunted house movie, and at worst it was just like kind of a dark, dirty mess. So
when I was writing my review, I had some of those same complaints, and I actually did look into the movie a little bit more of what the director was trying to do. And it wasn't that the owner had an addiction, from what I'm understanding, is he had some kind of unknown lung disease, and there's that point where he goes to the doctor, and the doctor's like, if you would have come in
You're right,
sooner, I
you're
would have
right.
helped you.
Yeah.
But, like, totally unethical, would never happen as a doctor. But I was also starting to think about that. I was like, why does the movie say things and then purposefully not explain them or not go into anything? And then I remembered that you never see human faces, and, like, you're getting what the dog knows is what he's trying to do, I think. And that's why, like, you don't see people's faces. You're just a dog. You're just there for this story. You're getting bits and pieces, almost like a child would when something's happening. You hear your parents talking on the phone or stuff like that, and I think that's what he's going for, and that I can understand, and that is a cool idea, but it doesn't always translate well to a full-length movie. Like I said, short film, awesome. This would have been a great addition to an anthology movie. I don't know if it works well on its own.
I mean, I don't even think it technically qualifies as a feature film because I think the bare minimum for a feature film is an hour and 20 minutes. And this movie is like an hour 12.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, it's almost like, do you remember Darkness Falls? That Tooth Fairy horror movie?
Love Darkness Falls. Don't you talk bad about it.
Yeah, but, like, Darkness Falls is a movie where, if memory serves me correct, I think they extended the credits just to make it qualify as an actual movie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
because
they, like,
it was
slowed
so
them
short
down and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, I mean, you know, you guys are saying, like, you know, I kind of wish this was a short film. I mean, you could argue it was a short film, but I mean, it kind of basically is one.
Yeah.
I mean, the movie definitely flies. I mean, it's paced well. I think it's edited very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I just wish they gave Indy a better, like, script and story to work with, because I think, like, he has the ability to do something really special, and I just am sad that I think the movie was more concerned about making sure Indy can do his role rather than, you know, crafting a good movie around him.
Well, I think the beginning problem is I don't think Indy read the script.
Damn, that would actually make a lot of sense.
Sucks.
No,
You got a point there.
I truly, the idea of it's really good. I love a movie that's going to go off the rails and is going to do something different and is going to just change things up, but it doesn't always work, and I can't say that this was a bad movie, because once again, somebody's going to love this movie and somebody's going to be like, no, you missed the whole perspective, man. But it's just, it's not fully there to grasp a full audience.
Well, and, like, they introduce weird ideas, like this idea about Indy being able to see or, like, have, like, you know, flashbacks to, like, the previous owner of the house and how this same entity got them. Like, so, like, is the movie arguing that dogs are, like, clairvoyant?
So that's another thing that I was confused about, and I was thinking, I'm not even positive, spoilers alert, if you want to watch this movie, like, skip this part, but I almost don't think that it's a movie about a ghost at all. I think it's truly the demon is the looming death over the owner, and the whole morale story of the story is, you need to let me go, I need to pass away, which, as we see, the dog of the previous owner, his grandpa that lived in the house, did not do. The dog stayed there and it turned into a skeleton and died. So it's almost like the ghost is actually the previous owner's dog trying to haunt the dog and say, like, hey, death's coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah, interesting thought process.
So I think that's where that comes with, like, the flashbacks, is it's not even a demon or anything. It's just Death, the Grim Reaper, and the dog is the ghost.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not going to refute that. It makes sense to me.
And it also, like, going back, sorry to cut you off, but, like, some random lung disease 100% could be genetic. So the owner, his grandpa, could have easily died of the same exact lung disease.
True. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Is it genetic or is it environmental because of the house? Like, yeah, I mean, it's... it's a good point.
So that's pretty much all I have on that. I mean, it's been 2 pretty short movies. I don't know if you guys have anything else to fill in there.
I could use another good horror movie this year before we wrap up, because I feel like, what's the last good horror movie we had?
Weapons?
Oh yeah, dude. Never mind. You know what? I am satiated with Weapons and Sinners from this year.
No, we need one more good, and I think we will get one. I know there's, I think I actually just added. Oh, I'm really excited for Shelby Oaks. I want to see Shelby Oaks. I just took a movie off our list so that I could add it to ours. It's a movie that it like was a Kickstarter movie originally, and it did so well on Kickstarter that they actually like. Neon picked it up, and Neon is releasing it in theaters in November? October?
Yeah, I think November.
We are seeing it on October 28th.
What did you take out in place of it?
I moved Good Fortune to the following week.
Screw that movie, dude. So for all our fans that are not in the Midwest, the Midwest in terms of theaters, it like the company Marcus Theaters basically has a monopoly on Midwestern theaters. And before all the movies, much like how Nicole Kidman kind of sets up the movies at AMC theaters, the CEO of the theater, Greg Marcus, will like introduce movies and he has a bunch of little skits he does with like workers or like his dad. And for the last what has it been, Ryan? Like and Justin, like 4 months?
About.
Yeah, they have literally like Aziz Ansari came and sat down with Greg Marcus to talk about this stupid Good Fortune movie, and it's just driving me nuts because like it wouldn't matter if we saw maybe like one movie every couple months, but like we go every week. Like we are seeing this nonstop, and it is driving me nuts. And the more I see it, the less I want to actually see the movie. I call it the World War Z effect, because I remember when that movie was coming out, every single movie, if it was a kid's movie, if it was a hard R, there was a World War Z trailer attached until that movie came out. So
I still want to see Good Fortune. I don't think it's going to be a good movie, but I like the people in it. Aziz Ansari, I mean, he's alright in movies, but like, I love Seth Rogen. I like, Keanu Reeves. I don't know how I forgot his name. Jesus. So I am excited for it, but I did push it back a week because I'm sure it'll stay in theaters since it's getting so much press. So we're going to do another one that I don't know if I'm excited for. We're going to get Black Phone 2, and then we're going to do Shelby Oaks, and then we're going to do Good Fortune. And then maybe go into Begonia because that kind of looks interesting.
Well, and you're doing Roofman Tuesday, right?
No, I'm going to pass because of personal reasons. But
okay.
I'll catch that one on streaming. It looked interesting. I wanted to see it.
Yeah, I mean, I could always record a video too because I saw Roofman. It was the Marcus Mystery movie. So, I've already seen it. So,
but sounds good. Well, that's our movies for until November. So that's a little sneak peek of what you'll see in episodes for us to complain about.
Okay, so why don't we do something here? Why don't you say if you would recommend the movie to people? Maybe not necessarily like, your star rating, but like, would you recommend someone to go out and spend their hard-earned money on this?
Easy. I got this. I like this idea. Let's do it like all at the same time, maybe for each movie. I'm thinking. So
sure.
Justin, you didn't see Strangers, but Tyler, we'll do Strangers 2 first. 1, 2, 3. Skip it.
Yeah. I mean, they're awful. I wouldn't even waste your time.
You made me look like a fool. You didn't say it with me.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
It's alright. I'm used to it.
Okay, so then Good Boy. Are we saying skip it or see it?
For Strangers, I said skip it.
Okay, but like that's what you want us to say on the count of 3, either skip it or see it?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. So, well, yeah, because I'm just like...
I see what you're asking.
You're like, on the count of 3, and it's like, okay, like, what am I saying?
Like, if you want to see...
Are we saying it on 3, or is it on after 3?
You guys... Basics.
I mean, Yeah, I was more just thinking like, I recommend the movie. I recommend you wait, like, something like that. But
All right,
whatever
Tyler,
works.
we'll do it your
I know,
way.
I know, I just threw that on you.
Strangers 2. What do you suggest for people?
Unless you literally are already paying for a streaming service that it's on, and you saw the first one, and you just have this like deep-seated primal urge to finish what you started, don't see it.
I agree. If you have just a touch of the tism that makes you have to finish movie series like I do, don't see it. Don't get invested in this series. Now let's move on to
All right,
Good Boy.
Yeah. Justin, go ahead. You go first.
I mean, if you like dogs, see it, but if you don't and you don't like horror, it's not worth it for you.
I cannot rightfully say skip it. I think that if I don't go to a theater and see it, if it's on a streaming service that you have readily available and you're looking for a movie one night and you want something a little different, I think you should give it a watch. It's short, it's sweet, it's fun, it's different, and I love movies like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a Shudder.
Oh,
Original, right?
it will be Shudder. Yes, it's a
Yeah.
Shudder.
Yeah, so I mean, like, if you have a Shudder subscription already and you're looking for something to watch, it's a good movie. Yeah, I wouldn't rush out to the theaters to see it, but Indy's a great little lead actor in this, but, like, the horror around him just isn't worth going out and spending the $15 it is to see a movie on, like, a big, large format screen or anything.
Totally agreed. I can't say much more about it, but it's fun. It's different. That's it.
Good Boy, not Strangers.
No, Strangers 2. That's
Yeah, Strangers was not a good boy.
no, very bad. Unless you're talking about that hunting pig.
Yeah, Mojo.
Hey, Ryan, you want to hear a joke?
Sure, I love jokes.
What was the best part of Strangers Chapter 2?
The hunting pig?
The credits.
Hey, Justin, do we still have the paperwork for him to join the podcast?
I don't know.
Or did
You
we
probably
Aw.
have it.
sign it?
It's probably in the meeting that you had without me.
Look, I was told that if every joke you'll tell will at least have one person laughing at it, and that's you. So,
I like the little giggle.
Like me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I get you.
shut up.
I get you. I get you.
Goodbye.
Don't worry. You're gonna stick around because we're gonna record a really fun episode that's gonna come out next week now. I'll explain it more in depth in the next episode, but we're gonna give you some great Halloween suggestions for some Halloween horror movies that maybe you've never heard of. Very obscure movies. Hopefully I'm not the only one that got really, really obscure ones, because I'm obviously the horror aficionado. I got faith in
It's gonna be
these boys, so-
disappointing if we know them.
I will be very disappointed because I've been watching movies, probably 3 movies a day for the past week, to be very honest.
Ooh, very
You
nice.
better surprise us.
So if anybody's looked at my letterbox, he'll be like, "Holy cow!"
Well, now I need to go look at Ryan's.
No, look at
Happy side out here.
All right,
I sell one, but that was by accident.
catch you guys later.